I started with just one raw 12-minute interview and somehow managed to turn it into an entire week's worth of social media content. It truly felt like magic because I just uploaded that single video, hit one button, and watched the AI instantly pull out the best moments. It found the funny punchlines, the emotional beats, and the shareable one-liners that I otherwise would have spent hours searching for manually. I had a moment where my guest jokingly mimed taking off a hat, and the software immediately clipped it, added perfect subtitles, and suggested a punchy hook. Another section, where the guest dropped a heartfelt line about going home, became a cinematic, polished clip with the perfect soft background music. What really blew me away was the consistency, because usually when I edit manually, my fonts are mismatched and the pacing feels totally disjointed. Vizard kept the color grade, the subtitle style, and the overall tone perfectly cohesive, making every single clip feel like part of one big professional campaign. I've been testing a lot of AI tools lately, but most of them focus on generating images or fancy visuals rather than turning long-form footage into a content pipeline. Many of those other tools are either way too pricey or they give you a pretty frame without the captions, scheduling, or cross-platform sizing that you actually need. That is exactly where Vizard sits, in a completely different lane, because it understands the actual needs of a social media creator. Let me show you a real example with a 20-minute tech talk I recorded, which I initially thought was way too dense for TikTok. The software automatically identified 3 distinct teachable moments, a quick hack, a surprising stat, and a provocative question, and optimized them for 3 different platforms. One was a 30-second vertical for TikTok with big, bold captions, while the other was a 60-second horizontal edit perfect for LinkedIn. The best part was that the captions were perfectly synced to the speaker, so there were absolutely no awkward mid-word cuts to ruin the flow. That kind of polish is something you usually only get from hiring a professional editor, but here it was done in mere minutes. I also tried this with a cozy father-daughter vlog, and instead of manually cropping every single segment, I just used the auto-edit feature. It pulled out every emotional beat effortlessly, and then I used the content calendar to schedule them out across the entire week. The hug goes live on Sunday, the joke on Tuesday, and a behind-the-scenes cut on Thursday, all without needing to re-edit a single thing. Many creators get stuck because producing one great clip is easy, but maintaining a consistent feed week after week is absolutely brutal. Vizard changes that by treating your content like a system, allowing you to auto-select viral parts and then let the scheduler do all the heavy lifting. The algorithm actually learns what works for your specific audience, so your output quality just gets better and better the more you post. Of course, there are other cool video tools out there like Runway, which has amazing generative features, but they aren't built for high-volume social pipelines. Those tools are fantastic for creative visual experiments, but they don't help you decide which 30 seconds of your talk will actually go viral tomorrow. Vizard feels purpose-built for creators who need volume and velocity, effectively becoming your own personal high-speed editor. It doesn't try to be everything, but it focuses on the high-value tasks like editing, captioning, and scheduling that actually move the needle on your engagement. When you want to get started, you just upload your long video and the platform immediately scans the file for speaker changes and emotional beats. You're then presented with a set of ready-to-use clips in short, medium, and long variations that you can preview instantly. If you want a punchier hook at the start, you can trim the first second or add a branding bumper with just a couple of clicks. You can pick a style template, like bold captions for TikTok or minimal styles for LinkedIn, and apply it consistently across your entire batch of clips. Then, just head to the content calendar, drag and drop your clips into the slots, and pick your platforms for each piece of content. Vizard automatically handles the resizing and reformatting, making sure your captions and CTAs are perfectly placed for TikTok, Reels, or YouTube. One thing I love is that the auto captions are incredibly reliable, because we all know that bad captioning kills engagement faster than anything else. If you want to get really sophisticated, you can even A/B test by creating 2 different hooks for the same clip and comparing their performance. You'll quickly get insights about what resonates with your audience, whether that's shorter hooks, more humor, or a specific style of thumbnail. Even product teams can use this to turn a single launch trailer into a full sequence of hype posts, tutorials, and customer reaction clips. Look, manual editing still has its place for precise continuity or complex VFX, but for everyday creators, this cuts the workload down dramatically. It really is just about working smarter, letting the AI find the gold, and then letting you focus on the actual storytelling and distribution. If you want to start, just sign up on their site, and you can follow the onboarding flow that guides you through your first upload. Try it with one of your longer recordings and you will honestly be surprised by how many strong clips are just hiding in there waiting to be found. It changed how I plan my entire content strategy, moving from worrying about individual pieces to creating a steady pipeline of growth. There are no cheap tricks here. Just a cleaner, faster workflow that helps you actually grow your following without burning out. I'll definitely be sharing more tips soon on how to structure your recordings for the best results, so keep an eye out for those. If you're trying to post more without spending your entire life in Premiere Pro, this is absolutely worth taking for a spin. Catch you in the next one, keep creating, and remember to always make your content work a little smarter, not harder.